What can you tell me about Hemlock?
Hemlock? Never got to know him. He's been here longer than us, so he didn't talk to new recruits.
You must know something about him.
Well, he spent a lot of time with Hemlock in the kitchen.
And?
Hemlock isn't the sort that talks much, but apparently the two of them had things to talk about. But you'll have to ask Hemlock what it was.
Did you know Hemlock?
Of course, this is a small place. Not knowing someone is damn difficult.
Did you have much to do with him?
No, he just got his staff and
what?
Well, now and again he sold people some brugal weed. Everyone knew what he did. It was the monastery's worst kept secret.
Pallas gave me a list of everyone who can leave the monastery.
Let's have a look then. One of these people must have been Hemlar's partner. I don't know. Could be any one of them. You'll have to get them on their own, see what they know. Enzo and Ash are in the upper area of the monastery during the day though. You're going to have to wait until nightfall to talk to them. That's when they return to their chambers. Unless you manage to finish basic training, then you'll get access to the upper monastery.
What about you? You're on the list.
You think I'd risk getting caught doing that? You stick out and cause trouble here, you get sent to the ruins.
You could be lying.
Yeah, but I ain't. Come on, would I be helping you if I was? You can keep questioning me, but you'll be wasting your time.
What do you want here?
Tucker says you talked with Hemlock. Quite often.
He came here a lot, yes. He liked good food.
Good food?
Yep, if you want to know. We talked about cooking. Stews, soups, pastry, meat. Hemlock wanted to be a chef.
You expect me to believe you were exchanging recipes?
Believe what you like.
Halt. Stranger.
I've finished my training. I have permission.
Then you can enter the upper area of the monastery.
Ah, a recruit who knows the value of both the spell and the staff.
And who are you?
My name is Enzo. I too am a seeker of knowledge.
Found any yet?
Indeed. The books are very illuminating. You will learn much from them.
Books, knowledge. I'll remember that.
And I also advise you not to try entering the Holy Hall if you do not have permission.
Why?
Do you see those guards? Well, their fists are what you get if you're lucky. If you're not, you'll get that and punishment detail. I strayed and now I must sweep the floors instead of studying.
Well, maybe you'll find enlightenment in that.
You think so? Really? Then I must devote myself harder to it.
Do you know much about Hemlock?
I believe he is one of the recruits. He once tried to sell me some brugal, but I did not wish to receive enlightenment that way.
What's this? Are you a new student?
That's right.
Good. We are in great need of new minds.
I am searching for all the masters, so I can pass their tests.
Good. Then let's not waste any more time. Your training will begin immediately. I am Master Illumar. I teach the high art of creating scrolls. I educate. The question is, are you ready to be educated?
May I take the test?
Once you are ready. The test requires you to create a scroll and you must do it on your own. You may take the test once you are able to do that.
What must I do?
Look at the book stands in this room. They contain the principles of creating scrolls. Read and absorb. Read and absorb. Once you have read and absorbed these books, seek me out.
The rune table. The rune table is a powerful tool. Blah, 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 blah. Here's something. To prepare the rune table, place the desired rune in the table. There, that's it. Scroll preparation. The scroll maker prepares himself mentally, then places the ingredients, the blank roll of parchment, and the quill alongside the prepared rune table. Copy the rune, noting all strokes and details made by the rune maker. The rune table is the secret then.
Hello. My name is Erland. Did you get conscripted too, or did you decide to come here?
No, I volunteered.
Good choice. I wish I'd done that.
Why?
Well, I hid at first, but they caught me. But when I got here, I realized how good it is. The Order looks after us and even gives us an education. It's a great life, actually.
Which path did you choose?
I'm going to be accepted in the Order as a warrior.
That's the path I chose.
You'll be in the middle of the tests as well, then. I'm working on Illumar's test. You don't happen to know the ingredient you need for the Nautilus scroll?
No idea. Sorry.
If you find out, please let me know. It might be worthwhile for us to share knowledge.
Which spells do you know the ingredients for?
Joke and telekinesis.
You another recruit of the Inquisition?
I'm guessing you're not a volunteer.
I volunteered through press ganging, by order of the Inquisitor.
What happened?
Bad luck. I was out hunting wolves when a white robe patrol passed. Some of us got away. They caught me.
You're a hunter?
Yes, but nobody here cares that I can handle a bow. Here I'm just Recruit Jarvis. They want me to learn staff fighting and magic. I'm hoping by the time I've learned the magic I have to study, the Inquisition won't need me at the ruins.
Can you teach me about archery?
I don't think the Masters would like me teaching you.
What they don't know won't hurt them.
I'm busy. I'm trying to understand these scrolls.
Let me help you with them.
It'd be enough if you got me a couple of things so I can move on. Just to keep the Masters off my back.
Like what?
A scroll of illusion, say, and 2 blank parchment rolls.
And in return?
I'll teach you what I know about archery, sneaking, and hunting.
Master, I have learned the principles.
Have you indeed? Then you won't mind a couple of little questions. How do you prepare a rune table?
By inserting the rune stone.
What materials are needed for a scroll?
A prepared rune table, a blank roll of parchment, a quill, and the ingredients.
Good. You have learned.
Will you give me a quill?
Alas, part of your task is to obtain the components you will need. Obtaining the components is a skill as important as the scroll making itself. Perhaps the other students will help you.
Can I take the test now?
No. First you must expand your theoretical knowledge.
Sounds easy enough.
Don't be hasty. Theory forms the foundation of all research. You would do well to absorb all knowledge and to memorize it.
What is my assignment, Master Illumar?
You already know that every spell has its magical ingredient.
So you want me to...
Do not interrupt. You will learn the ingredients for every spell for the first runic seal. That is your task. Find me when you have done that.
How do I learn about these spell ingredients?
Through study. You will find the knowledge you need in books and in the minds of other students. If you help them, I dare say they will be inclined to help you.
What are the spells of the first runic seal?
There are 6 spells based on the power of the runes. Magic Light and Light Healing are basic spells for any mage. Telekinesis and Transformation into the Nautilus are the most powerful spells. And there is also Illusion and Jest.
Did you say jest?
Indeed. You will learn the effect of this spell in due course. For now, concentrate on learning the spell components.
He smiled at me. Teeth and everything.
I'm working on my test for Master Illumar.
I'm working on that too. That's why I wanted to enter the Holy Hall.
What's in the Holy Hall?
A couple of book stands. I'd gone there to find out what ingredient I needed for an illusion scroll.
Do you know the ingredients for a Nautilus scroll?
Yes, why?
I need it for my test.
Well, then you must offer me something in return.
What do you want? Gold?
No. I wish for knowledge. I must know what is needed to create an illusion. Get that information, and I'll tell you what I know.
I really need a quill.
Of course. I have a spare. But good quills are rare. I must request a great deal of coin in return.
I thought you were just interested in enlightenment.
Yes, and I have been enlightened by the knowledge that rare objects equal much gold.
Who else can tell me the ingredients needed for scrolls?
Well, you could try Jarvis and Ash. Or if you're feeling bookish, there's always the library. And there's Enzo. He knows a lot.
If he can help, why haven't you asked him the answers?
I'm not speaking to him.
Why aren't you speaking to Enzo?
It's a long story, but let's just say I took something of his.
So, you're a thief.
I didn't know it was his turkey.
You've fallen out over a turkey.
You obviously don't know how hard it is to find turkeys here. I didn't know it was his.
You thought it was a random, ownerless turkey.
I feel guilty already, all right. If it was easy to replace it, I'd given Enzo a dozen back, and we'd be friends.
If I find a turkey, I'll bring it to you.
I don't think you'll just stumble on one.
I think I've handled bigger jobs than finding a turkey. I need a quill.
A word of warning, don't ask Enzo for one. He has some, but he'll screw you over. Try Casper. He's a novice, but he's got lots of goods. He might have some quills.
Do you have a problem with Erlan?
Problem? No. I merely caught him stealing. I do not wish a filthy thief to taint my path to enlightenment.
Erlan didn't know the turkey belonged to you.
If he's really sorry, he should buy me a new turkey and all will be well.
I need to find the ingredients for all the spells in the first runic seal.
You think I've learned that? I only know the ingredients for the light spell.
What do I need for the light spell?
A couple of gold coins.
Gold coins?
That's what it says in the book. I'd talk to the other novices and get your nose into every book you can find.
Right. Thanks. Can I help?
I'm working on creating scrolls. I'm doing the basics.
Try the book stands in the school.
Yeah, would make sense. I'll do that.
I'm looking for a quill.
My quill's pretty worn out. Enzo has got some, but the Git will want a lot of gold for them.
Where can I get writing materials?
Not from me. I'd go and see Erlan.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Can you get me a turkey?
What do you want with a turkey?
Can you get one?
It's not that easy. They're only for the mages.
How much for a turkey?
They're hard to come by. It would have to be 200 gold coins.
Here, let me have the turkey.
Fuck me! Someone must really want a turkey sandwich. That was destined for Ignatius's belly. Better hope he doesn't come looking for it.
Do you have a quill or any parchment?
Of course. Check in with me every now and then. Blank scrolls always sell well. And if you need a quill, I have one in stock.
Thanks. That could be handy.
Master Illumar's test, huh? You know what? I'll give you the quill for free.
Thanks.
Just make sure you buy the parchment from me, okay?
Show me what you've got. Here, one turkey.
I don't believe it. A real turkey. Where did you get it? Okay, no questions. I'll give it to Enzo.
Think of it as a turkey of peace. That should clear the air between you.
I hope so. Thank you. Look, here's a scroll for you. Could be useful if you find yourself in trouble.
Here, this is what you need.
Thanks. Passing something once in a while stops them wondering why I'm slow on everything else. All right, now I'll teach you something in return.
Can you teach me about hunting?
Turns out that Erlan is a decent fellow after all.
So he replaced your turkey?
He did. He has obviously found his own enlightenment. All is well once more.
You! Yes, you. I've got a job for you. Tell Severin to send the next delivery. Got that?
Severin? Who's he?
Severin runs the artifact collection camp at a place known as Tilda's Farm. It's on the way from here to Harbour Town. Tell Severin to send the next batch of crates up here.
I'll find Severin.
If Severin has identified any special artifacts, he should give them to you. You bring them to me immediately.
What is it you do here?
I am in charge of the artifacts. I see everything our recruits bring out of the ruins. Everything. These are the key. The key to finding out why the ruins rose up from nowhere, to explaining the storms. It's important work. Any magical items must be brought here. They must be processed.
And if I go, will you give me a magical item?
No.
Not even a little one?
Why should I give something to you? You've done nothing for me.
What's in those chests?
Silver and gold, jewelry, junk. Nothing significant.
Can I have some of the gold and silver junk?
No, it belongs to the Order. There are those who value junk, and we may need to bend such superficial greed to our purpose.
Yes, we couldn't have anyone's superficial greed being satisfied without authorization. Could we make a deal?
A deal? Finish your tests first. You are too easily distracted from them.
Will Severin just give me these objects?
Why shouldn't he?
He doesn't know who I am.
Perhaps you want a password to give him. The blackbird sang gently in the night. Beware a squirrel in your underrobes, something like that.
That might work.
Right. Tell him this. If you don't send the artifacts, I'll rip your head off. How about that?
That sounds clear enough. I can't leave the monastery.
Well, you better make sure you can.
I need to know the ingredients to make scrolls. Do you have a list of them?
No. I expect you'll find something in the library.
There's something here about magic. Hey, have you passed Master Illumar's test?
Yes, he given it to you too. I found it exhausting.
Do you know the ingredients for the spells in the first circle?
I did, but I can't remember. It was ages ago.
You must remember something.
I suppose I should remember them, but I was smoking quite a lot at that time.
Come on, please think.
I'm thinking. No, I can't remember. But I got help from Master Abrax. Maybe you could.
Who's Master Abrax?
The alchemist?
But you know something about it.
It's tough to find your way down there in the dark, but I remember where the entrance is.
Where is the entrance? Tell me.
It's hidden in the library. Search there and you'll find it.
There's really a hidden cellar?
Yes. Abrax is a great one for keeping out of the way. You'll have to pass his test to be accepted. Many novices had trouble finding Abrax. He's not exactly sociable.
Did you know Hemlock?
Not really. He was a friend of Hemlock's. If Hemlock has friends, that is.
Why shouldn't Hemlock have friends?
He's a pirate. I heard he was once cook on the Eleanor. Cook, dishwasher, and on-board psychopath. He's utterly evil. A killer who doesn't care.
But he got on with Hemlock.
Even killers don't kill everyone. Suppose even they need friends.
What's the Eleanor?
The Eleanor's a ship. She belongs to the worst pirate on the 9 oceans. Captain Gregorius Emmanuel Steelbeard.
Steelbeard? Can you tell me about him? Anything other than his name?
Yes. Stay out of his way. They say he was seen in Harbour Town not long ago. Who knows what he was doing?
Right.
Halt! There's no admittance to the temple area.
Stop there. No admittance.
I am Master Ignatius, and you have completed your basic training, but there are still challenges ahead of you.
Does that mean you want to set me a test?
It means I wish to show you something.
What plans do you have for me?
This is the library. These books contain much wisdom. Once you have read these books and learned the ritual that opens the door to the convocation, then we will talk again.
Here, about scrolls and ingredients. Preparing a telekinesis scroll requires wing dust. Interesting. Hey.
Recruit?
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for a book.
Any book in particular?
It's called Wisdom in Combat. The monastery's supposed to have a copy.
You like reading?
Yes, I read a lot. And write a lot.
You write books?
Books, no. Scrolls. I make sure the Order always has enough healing scrolls. I spend most of my time doing that, actually. In the writing chamber. Oh, and I also train and practice with the crossbow.
The crossbow?
We don't use them in warfare, but the truth is I'm damn good at it, and I enjoy it.
Are you good enough to train me?
You don't hold back, do you? But yes, I can train you.
Can you tell me the components for light healing?
Of course. Many here are wary of strangers, but with the chaos going on, I say we're all in this together. I mean, you don't look like a spy. But spies don't, do they?
It's for Master Illumar's test. That's why I need the ingredients.
Ah. So you are certainly one of us. Well, you're working on it. I'm looking for wisdom in combat. If you'd be able to bring me that book, I'll tell you everything about the scrolls.
Would you mind if I looked at that book?
By all means. I need to rest my eyes in any case.
What can you teach me? Here, a copy of Wisdom in Combat.
Hey, you got it.
I certainly did.
Seek and ye shall find. Excellent. I owe you a favor.
What do I need to create a scroll of light healing?
Well, for that, the ingredient you'll need is a healing herb.
This text is about magic spells. Magic doesn't work here. Did it. Interesting. This crystal is radiating some sort of a strange force. Better start again. Job well done. Did it. There's something here about magic. That's impossible. This text is about magic spells. Telekinesis. The power of thought can move matter, allowing a mage to move objects towards them from a great distance. Switches and levers which are far away can also be activated. That's something to know. There's something here about magic. This text is about magic spells. Interesting. There's something here about magic. That's impossible. This text is about magic spells. Interesting. there's something here about magic. Interesting. This text is about magic spells. The mage places himself in a floating state. He moves only with the power of his mind. As long as he concentrates, heights can also be overcome. However, this requires more concentration. Interesting. Here, any mechanical lock can be opened by the will of the mage, regardless of how complicated they are. produces a shell of energy that rolls around the mage casting it. The mage transforms, shrinking so they may enter small spaces. That could come in handy. Something here about magic. Ah, here it says, the illusion spell. Aha! The necessary component is the tusk of a boar.
Have you brought me something to eat? Put it with the other plates. If I have time, I'll eat it later.
What are you doing down here?
Research. So don't touch anything. I've got it all perfectly organized.
Do you have to do your work down here?
Alchemy is dangerous. It's not something you do in a crowded street. You don't want people juggling your elbow or stealing your secrets. Besides, it's quiet down here. Most of the time.
Can I learn alchemy?
Ha! Young people, I want to learn centuries-old skills in an instant. It doesn't work like that. Alchemy must be respected. It demands time, concentration, and skill.
So there's nothing you can show me?
I didn't say that. I can show you a few principles, but don't think you'll be able to start research and experimentation straight away.
May I buy potions from you?
Yes, I have an abundance of everything. Almost everything. Actually, my potion supply is very limited at the moment. I'm waiting for a new delivery of ingredients, you see.
Will you set a test for me?
A test?
I have to seek each master and pass a test for them.
Oh, well, I'm not really prepared. Let's see. Perhaps you could... No. What am I thinking? That's a bad idea.
Bad idea or not, I have to take a test.
Yes, but you also have to learn. Progressing up the order isn't everything. Testing and learning, the two aren't the same.
I will learn if you set me a test.
You don't have the right attitude. A test is there to stretch ability, shape knowledge. An eagerness to simply pass is not appropriate.
Now will you set my test? I'm keen to learn more of the Order.
First, we need to consider what you might be good at, eh?
I have passed Vitus's test.
Oh, yes. Good old Vitus. Well done. Is he still so uninterested in research?
I don't know.
I suspect he is. He was always more interested in the real world rather than the mind. So, passing Vitus's test isn't likely to impress me.
Whatever you set, I will do.
Well, you have self-belief. Let's see if you have the skill, or maybe just the luck, to pass.
Then what test do you suggest?
Never have I met someone so keen to be tested. A test. I will give you a test. It won't require training you don't have, but it could be dangerous. I sent 2 novices to bring me some plants, specific plants. The novices have not returned. Your task is to find them and bring me the plants. That is your test.
Searching for novices. How hard can that be?
It is a test. If you doubt there is a challenge to it, then maybe you have failed it already. The 2 novices I sent failed to return. Or have you forgotten that?
What do I do when I find the novices?
Send them to me, and make sure you bring me the plants.
Which plants do you need?
I have a list of them for you.
I don't suppose you could give me that list?
Well, of course, of course. Now, where did I put it? Aha, here it is. All the plants I require.
What are the novices called?
Sirius and, oh, what was it? Ah, yes, Craven. I sent them to the forest at the foot of the mountain. That's where I suggest you commence your search.
I have to find a list of ingredients for Master Illumar's test. Can you help me?
Ingredients? Is the old man experimenting with potions once more? I do hope not. He was never happy that he lacked my skill. Illumar should stick to scrolls. He's a master of those.
Can you help me get the ingredients for his scrolls?
Can I deal with a test set by Master Illumar? You're right to come to me. The scrolls and potions have some things in common. Both contain power, which anyone can tap. All that is needed for either a scroll or a potion is the correct formula, the ingredients, and a little knowledge.
Yes, and can you help me with the ingredients?
I was brewing potions when you were learning to crawl.
Scrolls as well as potions?
Scrolls? Oh, yes. Yes, I once worked on a polymorph potion. I studied the illusion scroll for that, as I recall. I probably still have it here somewhere.
So you know about the illusion scroll?
Well, I did. Knowledge fades when unused. There is a book about it around here. I forget where. If you can find it, by all means, read it. But please, don't mess things up.
How can I leave the monastery?
Through the gate. How else?
The gate is locked.
Ah, yes, I can see that would be a problem. Talk to Ignatius. He'll be able to help.
Let's trade. You need the tusk of a boar to create an illusion.
Excellent. To create a Nautilus scroll, all you need is an old empty Nautilus shell.
I know the ingredient you need for a Nautilus scroll.
Great, I'll trade you. What spells do you need to know the ingredients for?
Can you tell me what I need for a jest scroll?
For this spell, you need a pearl.
Right. To create a Nautilus scroll, first you need an empty Nautilus shell.
I should have thought of that myself.
I know the ingredient for the light scroll.
A very useful scroll. So tell me what is needed to create the scroll.
A couple of gold coins.
Very good.
I know the ingredient for the illusion spell.
And that would be?
The tusk of a boar. I know the ingredient for the Nautilus transformation spell.
Please continue.
The empty shell of a Nautilus.
Correct. This spell is very powerful, so those shells are much sought after.
I know the ingredient for the telekinesis spell.
Go on.
You need wing dust.
Correct. Very good.
I know the ingredient for light healing.
And it is?
Healing herb. I know the component for the jest spell.
Which is?
A pearl.
You are capable and willing to learn. The theoretical part of your training is concluded. Well done. If you have the necessary experience, I will teach you the skills.
Am I ready for the test now?
I believe so.
I am ready for the test.
In order to pass my test, you must create a scroll from the start of the process and without help. I will provide you with nothing more than the rune and the space in which to work. Everything else is up to you. Take this rune of light and begin.
How do I create a magic scroll?
In order to create a scroll, you require a template, a rune. You will need to copy the magical structure of that rune onto a parchment on a rune table. In order to fix the magic in the parchment, you will need specific ingredients depending on the spell you seek to store.
Looks good. I have completed the scroll, Master.
I see. Yes. Well, not bad. The scroll has indeed stored the rune's power. You have passed your test. Of course, you should now be able to create your own scrolls. But should you need some pre-prepared scrolls, I may be able to help.
Master, I need scrolls. I've read all the books.
Yes, I see the truth in your eyes. You have gained the knowledge you seek, but there is one more step. To join the convocation, you must first obtain a crystal.
What sort of crystal?
For now, a fire crystal should suffice. I sent the novice Nathan to the ruins outside the monastery with just such a crystal. However, he has not returned. Find him, and you will find the crystal.
So Nathan went to these ruins with a powerful magical crystal and disappeared, and you want me to go into these ruins without a crystal?
Precisely.
Well, I'm glad we got that clear. I have some questions.
Questions are food for the mind.
What can you teach me about scrolls?
Scrolls are a way of binding magic. Anyone can use them, but once they have been incanted, the scroll loses its properties and reverts to mere paper. If you wish to know more, talk to Master Illumar.
Can you tell me about the power of crystals?
Crystal magic is the oldest form of magic. It is highly developed.
What can you tell me about runes?
Runes? Runes are a versatile form of sorcery. The knowledge of how to create runes has been lost, but we can still use them if we open up our spirit.
Here to find out about the main gate. I need to know when it will be opened. I heard you're in charge of it.
Plain speech is useful, but some may consider it rude. No matter. Master Palace will open the gate for you.
Is there nothing else you can tell me about runes?
First, you must acquire a crystal and learn to master it. We shall deal with runes later.